Do you feel you're in the dark? Your sun is rising.
Do you get knocked down emotionally in life? Of course you do. It happens to everyone. It feels like having a punch to the gut. You know, that ever happened to you? Get the wind knocked out of you? Except this is the emotional wind is just punched out of you. Let's look at a couple of examples, shall we? Suppose you meet this awesome guy or this beautiful girl and you're having the most amazing time and you're having a fun time together, and then you find out they're married or they're leaving, and you feel like you got a punch to the gut and your emotional wind goes poof, poof, and it's gone. How about a client tells you they're going to buy from you, or a company says they're going to hire you and then they change their mind? Punch! And oh my God, and your emotions spiral downward. We're going to find out this week how to get back up. Hello again, my friends. This week, we are talking about what happens when you get emotionally knocked down. It's almost like taking a punch to your stomach and your emotional wind just goes outside of your body and it's gone. What kind of emotions are we in when this happens? Well, you might go into frustration, anger, pissed off, sadness, depression. And when we get into those emotional states, it's very difficult to get back out. It's as if there's a weight holding your emotions down. What about the spiritually enlightened? How about them? Does this happen to them as well? And the answer is absolutely yes. Well, then ask the question, or I ask the question, why bother to learn anything about spiritual enlightenment? And the answer is that they know how to get back up. And that's what we're going to talk about for the rest of the week. Hi, my friends. This week we are talking about what happens when you get emotionally knocked down. It's like taking a punch to the gut and your emotional joy and spirit is knocked out of you. But how to get back up is the key question. Now, there's a saying that says, when you get knocked down, get back up. However, this is really difficult when it comes to emotions. Several days ago, I had a situation where, boom, punch to the stomach, another one, and another one. And I was down for the day. I was in such a funk. All the things I'm excited and happy about in life, I felt like just giving up. The next morning, I woke up neutral. And I decided to apply a technique called Body Leads the Mind. Put a big smile on my face, walked down the street, shoulders back, with great posture, and people waved to me and smiled. And soon, my emotions were back up. Hello, my friends. Now, all this week, we are looking at what happens when you get emotionally knocked down. I mean, you get a punch to the gut, and your emotional spirit, your wind is just knocked out of you. And we're looking today at tools and techniques to get back up. The first place to start has to do with a technique called Body Leads the Mind. Now, I just want to quickly mention, the first few times you use these tools and techniques, it's a little bit harder. You're training yourself to use the tools, and you're training your mind to respond to the tools. Body Leads the Mind is awesome. Put a big smile on your face, stand with great posture, and walk down the street, and you will feel better. You want something better? Take the power pose, or this one with the arms up, and stand there for just 20 seconds like that, and you will feel better. Recharge your body, get rest and sleep, eat. And if you want some big guns, how about self-hypnosis and silencing the mind? This week, we have been talking about what happens when you get emotionally knocked down. It's like taking a punch to the gut, and your emotional wind is just knocked out of you. Does this happen to everyone? It absolutely does. Even Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane was emotionally down. So give yourself permission for this to happen to you, because it's going to happen anyway. And give yourself permission to enjoy being down for a little while. And do not give yourself permission to stay there forever. When you have been there long enough and you're satisfied that you've completed your purpose for being there, then get back up. We talked about tools and techniques yesterday for how to get back up from that emotional down. And if you want some help with getting back up, Well, then click the link in my bio and schedule a complimentary session.